Well, there'll be nothing left in the bag in this match. Bob Learn Jr. throws is an effective strike ball as you'd want from a right-hander, and Stayrook is the premier power player on the left side. Championship match, $45,000 at stake. Here we go. First shot.
He's ready. Very concentrated player, Bob Learn Jr. We told you that Jess Stayrook really practiced a lot off to our right. Let's see if it works for him. He's a left-hander, and he has a total of 3 titles in his 13 years as a pro. One frame, all even.
Jay Stayrook is a personable man, but I call him the Rock. He's a physically strong man, a tremendously short swing, but watch this release as he drives through it. Great wrist action, plays the deep inside line, swings it out as wide as you can, and lets that serpentine hook come right back into the 1-2 pocket. The match is started with both players strikes.
Tournament leader, Jess Stayrook, bowling out of Tempe, Arizona, has won 2 of his 3 championships from the top seed. The other came from number 2 position. Bob Learn.
Could have been. Pretty good shot.
Opened with a strike. Now he'll try to mark with a spare in the second frame. Championship game. $45,000 to the winner. $23,000 to the runner-up. Frank Gaughan, the associate advertising manager of AC Delco, will be presenting those checks a little bit later on.
Despite a 7-inch difference in height, 5 feet 6 inches for Bob Learn Jr. and over 6 feet for Jess Stayrook, they weigh the same and are both very physically strong. Stayrook, a weightlifter, Bob Learn Jr. with those big Popeye forearms and tremendous wrist action.
All right. He just joined it. David Ozio defeated Parker Bone 200 to 176. Moved on against Dave Arnold and won 268 to 223. And then Bob Learn defeated Ozio in the semifinal game. Thus, he's going against this man, Stayrook. 3 in a row. Look at the family.
Well, there's his coach, his dad, Max, a 200 average bowler, is the only man that's Jess has ever listened to, and his dad has done a fine job with him. His dad is a bricklayer by trade. Jess used to be a carpenter, and he's sure nailing them right now. So he's opened with 3, has a 20-pin lead, 4th frame. $45,000 at stake.
Did you ever try to lay bricks, Bo?
My father was a bricklayer. I tried it, and I'm not very proficient.
It's a work of art. Head shot and bricklaying. More of this championship match in a moment.
Challenge of Champions. It's the season premiere of ABC's Wide World of Sports next Saturday.
Hi to you, too. Jeremy Williams, boxer. Wide World, you've seen him. So we're out here in Tinsel Land. We get a lot of names and faces, Bo.
And joining the action as Bob Learn Jr. gets up here in the 4th frame. He's been pretty sharp so far. Strike, 10-pin strike. However, he's in arrears by 30 pins. He can cut the lead of Stayrook's down to 20.
Patience, a virtue. Hitch him up like Arnie.
Well, this is truly a bowling technology strike here. This is a type of strike you could never get until about 4 or 5 years ago, until we got the new, more powerful bowling balls that'll energize the pins, and they have kept Bob Warren Jr. in the match, he can cut the lead of Stayrooks down to just 10 pins, 5th frame.
All but the 4.
I like Bob Warren Jr.'s wrist action. He snapped that so hard his wrist snapped around a circle on his follow-through. He leaves nothing in the bag, and I like that. If you're going to be a high-risk player, you want the high rewards, and he sure lets it go, even for the big bucks.
All right, it's a spare coming in the 5th frame. Jess carefully cleaning, doing maintenance work on that bowling ball, which matches almost, not really, his shirt. Colors of the Pacific. Jess Stayrook from San Diego. Let's go to John Mazza.
Thank you, Chris Schenkel. I'm here with third place finisher Dave. Dave, I know you felt bad. You should have won or that match. And what happened in the 9th frame?
Well, 2 things. Combination of 2. It wasn't my best shot I've ever thrown. Plus the fact that I'd stayed in one spot way too long. Lane started breaking down, and I was going to have to move.
What do you like in this match?
Well, it looks like Jess is doing fine, but I would have thought Bob would have had the better pop to start with. So, I don't know. Looks like Jess.
Back to you guys.
A creeper, a scout.
Well, it just didn't quite kick off the right sideboard with enough impetus to pop out the 7. Stayrook has to stay focused. You have to make your spares at this level to stay in a match. You cannot afford to get lazy after coming off that string of 5 and miss the 7 pudding, because Bob Warren Jr. is lurking. I'll tell you, I like Stayrook's attitude here for the first 6 frames. Chris, always been what I maintain, that if you're the tournament leader, you go and swing for the home run every shot. You don't have time to play around. Junior is trailing by 30, and he has the power to get back in the match.
Two very animated professional bowlers here in the final match.
Watch this release of Bob Warren Jr. I like it as one of the best contemporary releases we have. Look at the wrist roll underneath. He's the center of gravity, and he lifts straight up through the shot, not around it. Excellent. A good release for the young players to copy Bob Warren Jr. The thing I like the most about it is he keeps his hand underneath the ball. A lot of young players want to go around the ball with that, what we call the fake hook. He stays right underneath it. Watch the release, watch the explosion. Boom.
Stop it.
One of our King of the Hills last year. Remember when he defeated Ron Williams and became the king, Bob Warren Jr.?
The junior is tough. His undoing so far in this match has just been 3 10-pins. Been in the pocket all 7 shots. However, he's trailing by 32 pins. It's not over yet.
Bowling this final match for a total of $68,000.
One of 3 men to convert the 7-10 split on national television. Jess Stayrook, John Mazza, and Mark Roth.
Strike in the 7th frame. Nelson, are you going to compete on the tour this year?
I am going to play a few tournaments, Chris. We're going to watch the action here as we get rolling in January, and then when the nice warm weather of Florida cranks up, I'll be down there for the Choice Hotels Classic.
I knew you'd have to get that suntan before you came out. Yep.
Let's see The Rock, the premier power player on the left side right now. Very short, 5-step methodical delivery. He's going to be in this area. The shot's going to go here and way out. He can take a big lead with a strike.
Uh-oh.
Can he convert this one?
He'll go for 2, and I tell you this, the game is now back on. He will just go for the 6-10 in the right-hand part of your screen. He'll maintain his lead of 20 pins, but it's not over.
Gives him 187 through 8.
It's difficult to swing for the fences on every shot. Stayrook was going for it. The first 7 were good. He paid a maximum penalty here in the 8th, and Bob Warren Jr. is now back in the match. Let's see if he can capitalize. 8th frame.
Single pin spares he is becoming a master of them here this afternoon.
And very frustrating, Chris. With
Yeah.
that power, you don't leave a lot of single pins. Your strike percentage is going to be up in that 70-80% range, and he's right at 50, which is not going to be enough to win this match. However, there's a couple frames left. Now, what can he do to kick out that 10 pin with his power? All he needs to do is stay under the ball a little longer, and he'll drive out the 10.
Second tip by Nelson Burton Jr. today.
Bob Warren Jr., if he strikes out, would have 226. Stayrook going at a 227 pace. Jr. can cut that lead right now. Well, it's in the hands of the Rock. If he fills spare strike spare, just fills frames with even count, he will win the match at 227 because the most Learn can get is 226. Let's see what happens.
Oh, wait. Talk about me. Michael just solid.
What a terrific break at an opportune time. When you hit the nose here at Cal Bowl, you can end up with anything. He avoids a split, then a pin rolls around, kicks the 4 pin into the 2. Watch this. It's going to be the 3 pin from the right-hand part of your screen off the right side put, hits the back of the 4, trips into the 2.
That, to me, is a $22,000 shot.
Well, he has to capitalize on it right here, Chris.
Brother.
He's in a position where strike will win the match or spare strike. He must fill a full 20 here in the 10th to lock out Junior.
Hometown fans who drove up from San Diego, California.
Well, Bob Warren Jr. offered a 5-finger squeeze there for a victory, but it's not over yet. Stayrook needs 5 pins on this ball to lock it up. It's not over. If he gets left there, Bob Warren Jr., you still may have a chance.
The tournament leader has risen to the occasion. He has won his 4th PBA championship. And he is showing his stuff today. We'll be back.